Anyway, I'm ajo am our kwaba dia ba big agenda dwumadi so Adom TV bra so say yedi nkomo na ene ye nkanea ho nkomo na ba bidie otate se de kanea ni dundundundum no ye ntimi nka se nye dum so sanse kanea ni dum a na aso ti dum so na ne de he dum na aso na sebe ye ne de timetable beba no ase ya aban na niwu ase ye nipa bi fere ase enim gu ase ne ho nkeka ho na nsem na ye se nwonwan to da bi ase localized fault to da bi ase transformers ne ho nkeka ho but nipa wo ye information deputed information so trese da bi ye ntimi power ye thermal plant no fu a wo se togum sika ho ye den ne ho nkeka ho ewi a kire ye o ye baba be stop power ye supply the other countries. And so, any before na chese kakra na de mo no kra na kasi jaya de aka no kra no still kan ya ne beduma so Parliamentary Select Committee on Mines and Energy atenase enra omni ECG ehia ene great koni ye VRA omno mu ehia ye perinu abubre but omni ECG di nkomo no abeto dia se wo so release timetable de maye after say ECG for na consider say generation problem kakra e wo ho no na enkomo no de akoso ne be chronicle bibia with ye parliamentary correspondent na ye ne wo mo abene e wa ho ne niemu nsem energy experts bi so di nkomo no ya hwe de wo se ye no kura wo se ye ka anamo wo so ye tuntuma wo se atwiso ebo na hwe se bitimi aso de ekoso no ano ye fami na say ampofo je kai se DBS Industries won madama na de djumadi we ebro ye ba yisi a na ye di nkomo I'm a crab be more the big agenda you so now in the next few minutes you know about ohene ampon sakakabo I will see a name or member shebe fie e wo yenchen obema ye rundown enema akoso stakeholder engagement Parliamentary Select Committee on Mines and Energy headed by Samuel Atachia Esquire na ohene ye mo akwaba
enua
dedi kan de na kofa san hiamudie ya Parliamentary Select Committee na eye obi be ye complain bi obi file a motion bi ana bibi ana so mo ahwe situation no e no mafa upon themselves so betu sana mo
na say wonim say select committee wo mrahye bedwa no ya chechemu ema asoya hodo no enu nti no sensem bi ekoso na sensem no enye omode ana say etia oman no a omo ankasa timi efato omo
ehun nya so bi ba be ye complain
ehun nya say obi beba say omo nko ansa na omo decide omo juma no mema we mfi say encheye parliament no amukura mpo no say bidum so no ana say omonka ne akura ho nsem edumu ye ne ade nti no committee no eche say de ansem no koninte wo say won efre industry players ana say won a won ka wo mu no na won mu ndi nkomo me ne o ka say enne da committee no etena say e wa Alisa Hotel adwumaku atwa to a won omu nyan nkitahudie e VRA na answer no memenda besi ene no committee no ene groups ahodo ana se adwumaku ahodo a ewo enyinam kanea se ne noa se ne che se ne ton no mu no omunyina besi aye netco ebaye
generation distribution and afi your friend is
ECG for so omo distribute no omo so mo baye enu nti ne ekokosi ya ne se omo baye no committee chairman Yewura Samuel Atachia ede eye nkitawudie ede ekan ye se eni omo no a bonatie afi omo hono no se committee no anyantease ewo hawa committee no ekomu enu nti no ho behia se committee no atena se awie no ewo se omode communicate na se nkitawudie na se kasache bia de ba betudwa na yehu ba bia omufire ba bia omakwakoduro ene wo hwemu a gridco ebaye ebehwe niam a omoye na omososo mutimi distributor de ma ECG no omonso mbeka omasem nepco so aba beka omasem VRA so eba beka omasem omo no mutwato a omonso omobeka omasem na ensemiensa ene ye nya efi ne Samuel Atachia a one ye kasa no oka efiri mu ne edi kan ose fango a ye de enoa anase enamahode sa honum no nso no empanifo ehwe edi hu nkomo sikanso anase kanso eda ho no nso empanifo enso ehwe no na ye ofa toso mienu ena fenso so woni a woni eka bi ewo mu ewo sa asoye ni nyina no wonso wodwumedie no wonso so won ehwe se ebetimi ne ye no so obehwe se ni nyina nso betimi akose de a esese ekro na no Atachia ba beka se sa wo hwemu nsem ekoso efibeye enfinso atwemu a power na gina so no sabri aban we no wo so timi bibia ebetimi aboa na kane na koso agina so ɔse ɔno ɔngye ntumu sɛ bia wɔsɛ sika sɛm anaasɛ kantino Ghanafoɔ ɛda esumu ɛno nti no ɔse Minister of Finance ɛnhwɛ sɛ baabi a obɛnya sika bia no wɔn pɛ sika no na wɔn fa mɔmo na
all right enti metede ɔkan ase a dwumadi e course wo nyinaa ne sɛ ne yɛ hu asɛm no mu no korɛ yɛ hu baabi a problem na kasa fi enti select committee no afa upon themselves say on betie obiara asɛm no mahu baabi a no korɛ no ɛno mo wie no matimi asie gyinae bi sɛ problem na ha ne wɔ enti sɛ ne yɛ tackle no
ɛno nti agyinasie no mu no wɔn kyerɛ sɛ nsɛm a wɔde bae no nyinaa no wɔn ɛbɛtwerɛ no nyinaa ɛde agu nkrataa so
they are yet to make a report
okay. Na mo report it back to parliament anaasɛ plenary anaasɛ chairman no nyinaa na afei wɔn take a decision ɛwɔ so na mo ne chairman no kan sɛ wɔn committee no amu aka to dwa sɛ ECG ɛmo mmɔden asɛ akanea no ɛbɛyɛ adwuma wɔn nso a wɔyɛ distributor wɔn nso a wɔyɛ generation no wɔn nso a wɔsɛ wɔtumi hwɛ sɛ generation no bɛtumi aba na obi ayɛ
n'adwuma sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ ratachia aka kyerɛ ECG for sɛ ɔmo release ɛyɛ load management anaasɛ shedding timetable
committee no ahyɛseɛ no committee no kyerɛ sɛ sɛdeɛ Ghanafoɔ ɛkasa na afei nso so ɛde ɔhaw ba no ɔmo release timetable no na ɛno na hyehyɛ pro no a wɔn sɛ ɔmo release no ECG ɛse nneɛma na ɔmo yɛ no ɛnyɛ load shedding na ɔmo wɔ problem na ɔmo yɛ repairs work anaasɛ ɔmo yɛ nsiesie no yankasa yɛbɛhu sɛ fi bɛyɛ nansan ba no ɛnyɛ ade a nkanea no yɛ dundum ɛno nti ɔmo release timetable a ɛnyɛ ade yɛbɛtumi aboa because ɔmo nim sɛ ɛhaw no ɛyɛ tiawa nti saa bi de yɛ fi ɔhaw no mu a ɛne sa
ɔyena mpɔnsa kakabo ɛna yɛ yɛnam sini wɔ mmɛmra sɛ bɛgya fie nti kɔmɔ akɔso hɔ no abɔ ne tɔfa de ama yɛ no yɛbɛtɔ nkɔmɔ no so sisi a yɛba twɛn
Sentia Parliamentary Select Committee on Mines and Energy Ediato ECG adwumayɛkuo anim sɛ wɔmfa load shedding hyehyɛyɛ pono ɛmɛto dwa ɛne sɛ kanea dundum ɛwɔ ɔmayi mu no adɔɔso paa ɔmanfoɔ ɛkasa sɛ bɛyi anhyehyɛyɛ bi ɛwɔ hɔnom na ECG adwumayɛkuo ɛmfa mɛto ɔmanfoɔ anim ɛnkyɛ bi ano ɔsoafoɔ hwɛ nyina mawɔden so Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe ɛde bɛto dwa sɛ obiya osu sɛ dum so aba ɔman Ghana mu a wɔpɛ timetable no ankasa mfa ne deɛ mmra a ɔmanfoɔ bo anyo so nso ne nyina mu no Mines and Energy Committee aba mu a wɔne ECG adwumayɛkuo no atena sɛde ato wɔn anim sɛ wɔmfa nhyehyɛyɛ pono mmra mɛto Samuel Tachia na yɛtitrani a wɔda Energy Committee of Parliament ano ɔkyerɛ sɛ ho bɛnyia sɛ ECG adwumayɛkuo bɛma wɔn nhyehyɛyɛ ne mu ada wɔfan na Ghanafoɔ nso ate aseɛ nhyiamu no ase nso committee yi ɛde to ECG adwumayɛkuo anim sɛ sɛdeɛ etie biya na wɔsɛ wɔtumi de nhyehyɛyɛ pono no bɛto dwa na Ghanafoɔ nso ho ha wo mu
Sabre yebeto ankomo no so ye ne executive director Edema Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy Yera Benjamin Nsia otesi etani di komo wonim de e wonyina mahoden emu ensem opani ye mwakwaba
ya menia
apono mboko de
ya mi Adom
all right nti say amane boy free o memra se fie na ye bobo ho kakra na montu a Parliamentary Select Committee on Mines and Energy A2 ede ahwe se obefigure out problem ankasa ye face no from where you sit nimdia wo nyina mahoden mu ne nkoma wadi afa situation omu sesey no enfa na yegina then problem nankasa
a problem I think that yebebo Energy and Mines Committee abaso say omahye dwumade bia say I think that is long overdue because omahye asentema ankabia ye hu the solution to it problem na energy sector no lack of investment over the years in the energy sector and currently a major problem crane lack of funds are the better fuel and they power some of our thermal plants and also some of our diesel plants across the country.
Me perceive who are the ye lack of investment in the over the years. Yet now my BBC, but see problem no say ye tofu or see ya kanya nindum.
Mean to me kase kanya nindum because even Greek Kukra FAC challenges with some of the lines. The lines ne be ache pylons and transmission lines no. E bi acha ohiansesan so no betima cause erratic outage no be na enye generational problem but normally we consider as a localized problem. ECG na mukran so FAC ono any challenges in terms of obsolete infrastructure nti ono so betumi ama dumso aba but the major problem na ema dumso ne ba you load management schedule no a generational problem. There's a shortfall in supply of electricity even though your dependable crano is more than 4,600 megawatt no still no dependable no within it and availability is very small.
So me kai say somewhere last week there was a directive from the presidency echo say yen power edema some two countries yen and so answer they make sure say you solve your problem it fits into the whole about generational problem no yen installed capacity or member saying
so the electricity sector now your capacity is three levels of capacity that were installed which is over 5,200 megawatt you reinstall now your dependable which is 4,600 to 4,800 megawatt and sana ya availability ni a deduction from the dependable nti bia na dependable no fuel be a short to and as bia any of the hydro dams no the capacity no so
nti availability ni dependable no a subset of
the install
no nti ya install 5,000 minimum availability no
a subset of the
dependables no okay nti mayenhwe CCA say na available
CCA minoka say availability is in a shortfall of about 1,200 megawatt which means or dependable na around 4,600 to 4,800 megawatt depending on whether any of the plants are used no near minoka say about 3,800 or so megawatt na a shortfall of demand.
Okay, so ye demand nankasa jina say. So
ye demand nankasa no sometimes when you even have the availability of our 3,800 you need also a lax capacity and obiana enya juma it means chidi ko but ye demand pa and minoka say 3,500 megawatt.
You think ye can anka availability no and I say the available installed capacity no
okay
I wo ho no anka ye more
but because of say yes sign ton bi and yes sign here bi e wo say esi wo say bibi ba ye betimi a depend on net no ntino e wo say e manage load
so saying ye de ma amana o mo depend on us
so as at now me no ka say ye de ma almost 250 megawatts and de ma amai o mo ye ne
na say nka ye generate they also generate still anka ni kwa say nka affect ye kwa bia so
dabida
say way forward no say because Ghana for entity un say you say the owo aka no ususo so no to be atale akro bezo obedi what you say amafo husum pen any sunsanso de buy cost for baba for 3 years for de pam for no nkan we don't want to go back to those days and at the year hu say and it's like we are heading towards days no until then I was here animu here to arrest the situation.
I think animu here the be say ECG be communicate and on the grid community stakeholders no be communicate management timetable no load shedding management load management timetable.
So you support
yes we need to
call say
you
release
and yes say even PRC even the Energy and Mines Committee chair on cross support to say but because it helps in planning
but did you hear the minister some few days ago ye bisa no load shedding ho asem de okan he didn't even accept that there is a problem that needs a load shedding.
I think that he ought to have managed his communication well in the sense that Sanka Okasa ye krana the problem is not yours. Problem ni frititi obeto ye and because of so beto ye no Okasa ye Ghana for akra benya timabidi amount sebia you are trying as much as possible to solve the problem and in a sense we have a problem with the Ministry of Energy because nka we eba ahase no omo na ewo so omo kasa e mayehu problem na ewo and timelines and as I say propositions or more on the best solve this particular problem and the timelines or time frame within which on the best solve that problem no so that Ghanaians will follow based on more timelines no normal communicate about ECG say na ye pese ye solve problem to ECG let us have a management schedule but ministry remaining silent on this particular whole issue.
It's not an issue of be a political gains and as a be a obe lose politically. Enti na masa communication here can once no
don't you
because
think,
I'm for a campaign right
don't you think that not communicating no be more lose more because not communicating no e mani plan plan na dua na say ni fidie say ni gatire say e binum kra from ahwere wonka if that the case from Tema is true nti e no kra no be more lose well more than say bianca what communicate amaye who the challenges and Ghanaians support you in solving this particular problem. I think that part in ECG and the ministry.
Okay, so we have contracts with our neighboring countries, I supply more power. Yeah. And here is the case, and the government and our president, our director said, yen suspend it. And who soon so be in the
I think
say be a more die omni or contract you to any seeker, nothing there.
Apart from legal obligations and I say legal challenges are Ghana a bit my face, I also think that say a buying a bomb model divert sales of power to Sonabi of Burkina and maybe Togo and exchange with Ivory Coast. And no crowd in Sunsan so Kesiebe brand or mine than the air kind because ne VRE or to me sustaining operations because of Sika are free export of power.
Okay.
Inti nisika onya dodo na free sa export no Gridco.
That 200 and something megawatts.
Yes, nisika dodo na because we cash waterfall mechanism since August. Aba ntuanika. Minister of Finance ntua viarika. ECG
since August 2023.
Yes, 2023. Minister of Finance ntuanika, VR ntuanika. Nti say no timu no tia hochiremu. Nti nisika otimi di manage ema nekra ne kania no bi so yenso no. Eye de waton ama no ne.
Okay, that means the omotoma amount for a woman man so no omoma prompt payment.
Yes, and sometimes even some go as far as doing advanced payments to your country. And
then the system
via Reni Gridco muka kra modi manage. Na so kasa hold to, and I think Atacha after making that comment came back to say onwa kra who say o tie nsem no there's no any kwan say hold to export of power because the moment ebe hold to export of power the future of the electricity sector na very die and be west crossing dum so experiencing day.
Wow. Aban no any energy ministry no, is it so hard for them to correct the wrongs as we speak within the shortest possible time? And I see here a long-term solution be.
Oh, I think that your problem in terms of orientation a very short-termist in solving problems. Obia peso ye no kura mu kakra in no
not there any
politics kakra, but I think we need a very sustainable and long-term planning of the whole energy sector. You hear sikadodo they invest in terms of transmission, you hear sikadodo in terms of distribution. They will say yes sikadodo put into that energy sector and saving alternative funding kran obi be yes be made misika ba beshim that you know be I think we need to look at that direction also. Now aside that aside say you long-term investment in the energy sector no, I also think that some of the contracts na you sign no then it was say you sign for ka ho because we growth in terms of demand is between 7 to 10%. Now you install 5,200 plus megawatt. Be a next 4 years or 3 years to come no, I'm sure about exhaust even the install capacity. And also the doom socket. Even others are projecting that by 2026
if we don't plan
ahead. And that is why I think that nuclear is one of the cheapest energy, which is also clean. Now we have nuclear plants are air floating at that poso. I think we need to begin to think that way. Say yebenya nuclear plants are say near the car power by an air posono. Yebenya nuclear plants ewe poswa yebit media power very cheap for our industry to grow.
Wow. Yera Benjamin Insia and out is any din komono. Ansa ne beja mo akono. Ye situation e wom sisi na ye hwe anamontu ampanimfo etuo said they can say I was here even for the future yet see there but definitely politics in tino you better see because BC for air as a for Gridco for cancer for voter authority for air cancer for management of communication between sir and me and saying why also making sure say it's right.
I think ECG also manage and communication very right. Very right. In the sense that you are closer to the end user. On our end user. And I think also that ECG has become more political than even a political party. Because we have more communication on some of their PR gimmicks are. As for more data and that is very bad because every day Gridco communicates to ECG on any dinkomo available power. Into ECG in power available every particular day.
For them.
Yes, and those days Gridco even communicate to Ghanaians because those if you go to the dashboard and website of Gridco, they publish on daily basis real-time data on your power supply. I think the politics bam kakrantu majai, but I know they communicate to PRC and also communicates to ECG. Into ECG enim say problem ne enyono, and that is where I have a problem with even ECG.
ECG obi aka emphatically say they've overstayed their usefulness because omajuma omoye no te say they okay the etua na ka outside the country no ye de power na ma no utua also ye de mawa untua also so na sabio asem no ma na yetentan ofo say the amanfo call say there be ye be here replacement and simple no obi bebam aba be support adwuma ECG ye no. So it's about time.
We at SEM say you recommended 3 things for the power sector, especially the distribution.
There was just a minute into
so we at SEM said you recommended 3 things. One, you will say if you say a bit more partially privatize ECG. Your man cram for Musika Mrem. Partially. Maybe government and
50-50,
60-40, or maybe 30 for government and 70 for private individual. By Yema shares and go in such a way that still government will be there. the majority shareholder, so that those private equity no be instill some financial discipline, managerial discipline, and technical discipline in ECG. That is one approach. The other approach is you liberalizing the distribution of power in Ghana.
Okay.
Because liberalization, you is in your competitors.
Okay.
Because you liberalizing.
Unfortunately, a time now so last one.
Okay, so the last one is that restructure the whole ECG, in terms of appointing authority.
Yera Benjamin Insian, Executive Director of that Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy. If I'm not saying for Nyame Adoma, Bebema, Yebesan Atwasan Komu so da for Yedamasi.